and finds Una under the ilalim. Santano
Nice
got
pass.
with a 3 by Marvin Taiwan. 3. Yes!
To adjust it mid-air, the acrobatic finish from Encho.
Fuentes, that's good.
DJ Fenner making them pay with that second chance.
John Abate
Rising up for the layup. Small Morton, nakapasok lang. Finishes through traffic. Sean Ildefonso with a booming triple.
Oh, Drake follows it up with a hammer.
Pass to the outside. Cantiete locked and loaded. Three-point shot is good.
Two of the MPBL's elite franchises renew a rivalry forged on the league's grandest stage last season. We are live from the Inares Sports Arena in Pasig City. Dave Ildefonso is back after more than a month of absence and going up against Judel Fuentes as the Quezon Huskers eager to send a message that their pursuit for a championship is far from over. This is the finals rematch from last season. The reigning and defending champions, the Abra Solid North Weavers, taking on the two-time South Division champions, the Quezon Huskers. Magandang gabi mga kaliga. Ken Pangilinan, kasama si Coach Juanito Gregorio. Coach Juanito, I'm sure you're excited. How pumped up are you for this matchup?
Well, we've been waiting for this the whole day. You know, these were the two teams that entered the finals. They're both stronger, they're both revamped, they are both playing terrifically again this season. So, we're just so excited for the game at hand.
Pati natin yung mga nanonood sa atin live on our official MPBL YouTube channel, on Tap Sports and Solar Sports. Let's bring in our courtside reporter, Miss Mika Abisamis. Mika, it was a compelling series 6 months ago. Kumusta sila heading into this matchup?
Ken, when this matchup is extra close to my heart, I have traveled the Philippines with them, up north, down south. Kaya naman excited talaga ako para dito. Pero syempre para dito sa Quezon Huskers, the more notable change is obviously the loss of LJ Gonzalez. But as you can see, they added more firepower. Coach Eric Gonzalez is specifically happy about his front line this season. There is Lalata, there is Cañete, there is Sed Banzano, and there's also Macaloni. Pero para naman dito kay Coach Yong Garcia, sabi niya, Mika, mas confident ako sa backcourt ko this season naman. Nandyan si Fenner, nandyan si Figueroa, nandyan si Ildefonso, and a little guy they call Felicilda. Sabi nga ni Coach Eric Gonzalez sa akin, alam mo Mika, kinakabahan ako dyan sa bago nilang point guard na si Felicilda kasi dati ko yung player sa UP at very talented. Kagaya ng dati kong player sa Mapua when I was coaching for them years ago na si Yong Garcia. What a story, Ken Kunitz.
Indeed, Mika, maraming salamat. And these two squads rekindle that rivalry from last season's finals, Coach Juanito. Pero itong Abra, they were in a dominant run last season, 36 games. They were undefeated, but this season, 10-1. And you look at their blueprint, Coach Juanito, grabe yung nagiging performance nila the past 2 seasons.
You have to be able to watch the Abra Weavers to really notice how strong they are. Coach Yong has done a tremendous job in making them the title favorites in the season. We're not just talking about a strong team. We're talking about a good system, a good culture. We're talking about a team with a loaded talent base with Fenner, Figueroa, the Ildefonsos, malalim pa sa malalim itong Abra Solid North Weavers.
But taking on arguably the most consistent team the last 3 years, the Quezon Huskers, off to a rousing start. In fact, they are the only undefeated team right now, 9-0. And they are the back-to-back South Division champions.
Well, it's been 4 straight losses for the Quezon Huskers against itong Abra Solid North Weavers, including the finals and also the preseason finals as well. Pero we do know that Coach Eric always wants to go back with a win in the next game. They're reloaded, they're a lot more talent. They even moved some pieces during our trade window. So let's see if those additions can be enough para dito sa Quezon Huskers.
Apart from the final series 6 months ago, they met 3 months ago in the preseason finals of the Invitational. Sila yung naghari din nung preseason. Here, the first half was pretty close, but Abra pulling away in the last 2 quarters and beating Quezon once again.
Well, they were really overpowered in the second half. It was really close, but in the second half, it was a very slow second half para sa Quezon. There were no energy, there was no outside shots being made by the Huskers, and that really provided the game right there. So nakita natin, medyo tinambakan. It was all in the second half, but here, it's of course the regular season. Of course, there's a different kind of life, and of course, there is more at stake right now here in Inares.
This was where the 9 new players that Quezon acquired during the off-season really tried their stuff against Abra. But when you compare them this season, makikita natin how Quezon, despite the fact that they have a lot of new players, they remain the best defensive team in the league, while Abra still dominant inside the paint.
Well, it's gonna be an offense versus defense ball game. Abra is one of the teams that loves controlling it inside. The first team points in the paint, and it's not just on fast breaks. They're doing it both on the half court and on the full court at runs netong Abra Solid Weavers. But on the other end, the Quezon Huskers are one of the best teams in really limiting your offense. They will push you out, they will tire you out. They use their length with the versatility of Manansala, Cañete, and Lalata. Maraming pwedeng mag-switch dito sa Quezon Huskers. So it is gonna be a very interesting ball game in front of us.
And also an intriguing matchup in our backcourt is a guy who won the finals MVP when he was with San Juan back in Season 2, Mike Ayonayon, and the All-Star MVP, Judel Fuentes, para naman sa Quezon. And those 2 guys are with Mika Abisamis.
Maraming salamat. 2 of the most tested guards of the MPBL, former teammates in San Juan, Mike Ayon and Judel Fuentes. Magandang gabi, mga Ginoo. Mike, pag tinitignan natin yung Quezon Huskers ngayon, makikita mo mas kumpleto yung lineup nila, nagdagdag sila ng firepower. Anong masasabi mo sa nakikita mo ngayon?
Unlike sa last season nila, mas malalim sila ngayon, mas malalaki sila ngayon. Tapos mga wing din nila nagbago rin. Diyan sila Jolo, tsaka yung Abate. Sa amin naman, focus lang kami sa game plan ni Coach. Basta maglaro lang kami as Abra. Baka may chance kami manalo.
Mike, anong gusto mo sabihin sa lahat ng fans ng Abra ngayong gabi?
Sa lahat ng fans ng MPBL at saka ng Abra Weavers, at salamat po sa pagsuporta sa MPBL. Manood po kayo ngayong game. Magandang game to.
Maraming salamat, Mike Ayon. Judel, mas kumpleto ang lineup nyo, pero nakita naman natin mas nagpalakas din sila, lalo sa wing. Ang dami ng tulong ni Dave, no? Anong masasabi mo sa nakikita mo?
Yun na nga, mas malakas sila ngayon kaysa dati. Kumbaga, talagang hindi namin kinoconsider yun na malakas sila. Kailangan lang din talaga namin sumunod sa sistema ni Coach para may chance kaming manalo ngayong season.
Judel, anong gusto mo sabihin sa fans ng Quezon?
Sa lahat ng mga taga Quezon dyan, sana manood po kayo ng game ngayon and kita-kita po tayo dyan ngayong darating na Thursday. Home court po natin and God bless us all.
Maraming salamat, Judel Fuentes. Mga kaliga, one of our most favorite matchups, Abra versus Quezon. Richard Tampos, let's go!
Excitement is heating up here at the Inares Sports Arena, Pasig City. It's the finals rematch. Abra versus Quezon. Live on Solar Sports, TAP Sports, and YouTube channel MANNY PACQUIAO'S MPBL Season 8. Let's meet the starting lineup of the MPBL defending champions, Abra Solid North Weavers. At forward number 0, Sean Ildefonso. The other forward number 15, DJ Fenner. Playing center number 9, last year's Rookie of the Year, Raven Gonzalez. At guard number 8, the Clay, Mike Ayonayon. Also at guard number 1, the reigning MVP, Sheriff Dave Ildefonso. They are led by the Season 7 Coach of the Year, Yong Garcia. Assistant coaches, Nani Pundulan, Denok Miranda, Waki Garcia, Don Uro, Edsel Baliena, and Jerry Andalion. Assistant Team Manager Waylon Nibaten. Team Manager Chris Conway. Team Honors Congresswoman Ching Bernos, Congressman JB Bernos, Mayor Nina Bernos, Mayor Jaja Bernos, Mayor Billy Donato, Mayor Glenn Duarte, Mayor Tyron Beronia, and Mayor Irad Bakuli. Now for the Quezon Huskers. At forward number 41, Joshua Yero. Point guard number 15, Cyrus the Righteous Tabi. Playing center number 10, Sed Manzano. Power forward number 3, the Iron Claw, Mike Cañete. And at two guard, number 2, the Southern Punisher, Judel Fuentes. The head coach is Eric Gonzalez. Assisted by Richie Tigson, Ed De La Torre, Luis Nolasco, Jonathan De Guzman, Nash Racela, Bernard De Guia, Councilor Jeric Teng, Team Manager
Five brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL. The Abra Solid North Weavers with a backcourt of Mike Ayonayon and the returning Dave Ildefonso. Up front, Raven Gonzalez, Sean Ildefonso, and DJ Fenner. For the Quezon Huskers, Cyrus Tabi, Judel Fuentes, Sen Manzano, Joshua Yero, and Mike Cañete. Our game officials are Ron Baluyot, Jay Francisco, Mark Kilingen. Fourth referee is Aliri D'Amico. Quezon in black, Abra in their white threads. And the Quezon Huskers win the tip. Head-to-head, Abra and Quezon. Abra has the edge 4-1. When you include that preseason finals, 5-1, and Abra has won the last 5 matchups. Quezon, during Abra's inaugural season, won that previous matchup wherein Gab Banal had 11 points and 8 rebounds to lead
the very first match that they had against each other. Si Quezon ang nanalo, but after that it was all Abra all the way. But now Quezon has a chance to actually be able to get back the victory.
Ildefonso, his last game was their loss against San Juan, which was back in May. That time, whistled for the shot clock violation. So both teams getting stops.
I'm looking at the 5-year of the Quezon Huskers. Mas matangkad ang Abra, mas malaki. But the physical stature of Yero, Cañete, and Tabi, even Fuentes can stand his ground defensively as Judel Fuentes gets his first 3 of the ballgame.
Judel Fuentes shooting a blistering 48.7% from beyond the arc, knocks down the free. A good sign if you're Quezon. Fenner to answer right back, and he hits it.
Great flare screen to get DJ Fenner open. There was a miscommunication who was gonna get him. Fenner was open.
Manzano fouled by Sean Ildefonso. And he'll earn himself 2 free throws. You notice the starting lineups of both these squads, Coach Juanito, a mix of guys who were remnants of last season's finals, and then the key pieces that they wanted to add in pursuit for another championship.
Well, one thing that we know, one of the things that really was to the advantage of the Abra Weavers was their size. They've always been big, you know, the Batino and Gonzalez was there in the last year's championship. That's why they adjusted the front court. Itong Quezon Huskers, adding in Macaloni and Sed Manzano. That's why earlier, Mika's report was masaya itong si Coach Eric when it comes to the additions of their bigs. And that is something that's going to be very interesting on something that we'll be watching, because Abra now does not have a bigger advantage against the Huskers.
That's a great point that you made, Juanito, because last season, even though Quezon got swept against Abra, it was more competitive compared to that series against Pampanga, because Quezon as a whole shot the ball better, but pinukpok talaga sila sa loob ng Abra, and they had more rebounds, turnover points, and now you add in Sed Manzano to shore up that front court. He scores back-to-back baskets for a 4-point lead for the Huskers.
There was no guy who can get the ball on the post, as you see that David Ildefonso 3. Simon Sandagon was more of a guy who wanted to move off ball. When you needed someone to get the ball on the post, the answer was Sed Manzano. And right here, 4 na sunod na para kay Sed.
6 straight points for Sed Manzano.
6 na pala para kay Sed.
DJ Fenner got clipped earlier. Dave Ildefonso hit a free from the left corner. Fuentes picks up his first foul. This was the kick-out pass, catch and shoot by DI.
Clean 3. No step. It's just good to see Dave back. Not used to seeing Abra without Dave Ildefonso, our MVP, pero they wanted to assure that he was gonna be 100% going back. No remnants of the injury, and he looks to be well and ready. He was warming up earlier. He looks to be okay. Good to see Dave back.
Pasok yung una, mintis yung pangalawa. He still has one more because he got fouled while taking a free. DJ Fenner, a 66.7% shooter from the line. Short on the third.
Look at that box out by Mike Cañete. Might be 3 inches smaller than Raven, but the muscle and the effort on the box out getting them the rebound.
Fuentes. Cyrus Tabi guarded by Dave Ildefonso. Cañete posting up Sean. Sed Manzano off the back iron.
The main weapon right now of the Huskers is to really put it down low on Sed Manzano and try to maximize on his size there. Something that we didn't see in the finals, them really pounding it inside.
Fuentes. Pocket pass. Manzano. Pasa sa labas. Tabi for 3. Book it.
Tama. The adjustment now of Abra is to close down on Sed Manzano. That gives an opportunity now for the shooters to make it from the outside. 6 straight points for Sed Manzano. This time around, he is giving the assist to Cyrus Tabi.
Shooting the lights out this season from 3 as well. Cyrus Tabi. This was off a broken play. Manzano had the wits to find the righteous Cyrus Tabi. Including that 3-pointer, he is 13 out of 19 this season from that distance. Entered this game shooting a blistering 66.7% from beyond the arc. Second foul against Joshua Yero. And that prompts Coach Eric Gonzalez to field in his veteran Gab Banal.
The game plan is really to deny Dave Ildefonso that basketball. Wawa Yero just a little too aggressive to start the ball game. Dalawa na agad. Now it's going to be Gab Banal's turn.
Dave, this is a familiar matchup in last season's finals. Another foul against Quezon. This is one thing that they had trouble with last season, talking about the Quezon Huskers. Despite the fact that they are the best team defensively in terms of giving up the fewest points, they also have that penchant of giving up tiki-tack fouls.
Dito, 5 na agad penalty nito para sa Huskers.
Manny Pay is the digital wallet built for the community. Fenner turns around, jumper is good.
It's going to be very hard because you try to close down on the inside. DJ Fenner is comfortable getting those spins, getting those outside shots. 5 punto, actually 7 na yan para dito kay DJ Fenner. 6, sorry.
Manzano, hinatak ni Raven Gonzalez. And the reigning MPBL Rookie of the Year picks up a foul.
This was the swing to a drive and spin. Very interesting. What they're doing is they're putting Jodel Fuentes on DJ Fenner to try and probably make life hard on the dribbling end. But itong si DJ Fenner, ang bilis din ng reaction time eh. That's why he is able to adjust and read situations.
Off the curl, Fuentes, supply. Dave Ildefonso the rebound. Ayon dumps it down low. Uduba, who just checked in, immediately making an impact.
And that's what you love about John Uduba. He always knows where to go on the run, on the trail, and on his first few seconds already knows the right spot to be. And that's a good drop pass coming from Mike Ayonayon.
Drex de los Reyes also now in for Abra. Fenner tracks down the miss. Ayon on the right side. Entry pass to Drex. Hook shot by De Los Reyes, too strong. And Manzano doing a good job holding his own.
Usually when he gets that bump, he gets a lot of space. Pero ngayon, medyo macha-challenge siya against Sid Manzano and Will Macaloni. And that is something that we want to watch. This time around, it's Manzano forcing Drex to go outside and close out. Pero medyo late si Drex De Los Reyes doon.
8 of Quezon's 14 points coming from Sid. 14-11 past the halfway point of the first quarter. Ayon strokes in a trifecta.
Cyrus Tabi was not sure if he wanted to go up and challenge or go under. In that short time that Mike Ayon saw the space, he was able to take the 3 and able to make it.
Tabla tayo, 14 apiece. Manzano gives it up to Cyrus Tabi. Tabi drives, kicks it out, they swing it. Fuentes off the dribble, floats it up. No good, but a foul against the Weavers.
Are we really in the first 6 minutes of the ball game? This is already an exciting ball game we are watching.
This 3-point shot brought to you by Extreme Water Protected Speakers. Dive into music with Extreme Speakers.
I hope that this is 4 quarters of intense battle between these two.
Judel Fuentes shooting 90.9% from the free throw line this season. Hits both.
Kinabahan ako para sa'yo.
Diego Dario comes in, a guy who did not play in the final series last season because of his wedding.
That's right. And he was also coming off an injury.
Oo, isa
So
din
2
yun.
in 1s.
So here's a shot at redemption for Diego Dario. At least here in the elimination round matchup they have against Abra. DJ Fenner trying to beat Campanal off the dribble, rising up for the jumper, making it look easy.
He is already 6'6" and he puts his hands up when he shoots. It makes it all the harder because DJ Fenner is tall and talented and just whatever you want from here. He is getting the steal.
Look out, DJ taking flight, lays it in. Siniguro na ni DJ.
He said, keep it easy, keep it cool. All we want is the 2. But you gotta credit him. He was the one who made the effort on the defensive end. He was the one who made the run, and he was the one that finished that fast break.
Steal of the game is brought to you by the Extreme Boom Free Waterproof Speaker. Unstoppable sound, ultimate power. This was DJ Fenner turning defense into offense. Something that Quezon wants to avoid as they sue for time. They're down by 2, 18-16. Marwin Taiwan, yes, was a key cog last season, especially in the elimination phase where he was their main point guard. Rex De Los Reyes, ngayon kabilang na sa Abra Solid North Weavers, manning their front court. Dave Ildefonso had a triple earlier after a lengthy layoff. See the numbers, Coach Juanito, when you compare last season to this year, what stands out for you?
Well, the inside scoring. You add in a lot of bigs para dito sa Abra Solid North Weavers, and now you add on the scoring. Rebounding, similar. The three-pointer, similar. Pero all the teams have also upped their game.
Yeah.
That's why Abra needed to answer. That's why they got DJ Fenner, Sean Aldefonso, Jake Figueroa. Sabi siguro nila, kuha kayo ng malakas, kuha kami ng mas malakas pa. And they really want to get this back-to-back.
Lalata in traffic, able to finish. Nice assist from Will Macaloni.
Talked about their need for a big and just versatile bigs. Lalata and Cañete are 2 of the big impact additions para dito sa Huskers.
Short roll, De Los Reyes off the glass and in.
Was it DJ Fenner giving that assist?
Yeah.
It's a beautiful pick and roll between the 2 of them.
Gapana lines it up. No good. Rebound, Mike Ayon. Under 3 minutes left. Patino now on the floor. Bagsak si De Los Reyes at si Macaloni. Play of the game brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL.
Sometimes all you need is just a quick screen to a roll, very basic basketball, but if you know the timing, you know how to execute well, it can get you a big advantage. Ganoon na ganoon ang ginawa ni DJ Fenner tsaka nitong si Drex De Los Reyes.
Janjan Felicilda announcing his entry. Played a few games for Zamboanga at the start of the season. De Los Reyes at the line. Makes good on his first. Still searching for that signature game against a top-tier team. Against San Juan, nag-struggle din siya.
Yes.
Also, you have to factor in the matchups. You know, going up against Mike Phillips, that's quite a handful.
Well, against San Juan, it's very interesting because you're going up against Aldrich Ramos, who wants to play outside. You're going up against Mike Phillips, who continues to move. But this time, he is going up against Will Macaloni and Sed Manzano, who is always on the post. So, might be more chance for Drex to get a play.
Fast break of the game is brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL.
There's a review right now. Off of the foul, Diego Dario went for that attempt, pero si Drex actually blocked it on the way down. So they're checking if they are gonna count it for Diego Dario.
It is good. We'll see it here. Yeah, early on the way down.
Sometimes it's the youth. It's the inexperience of these players. We saw it earlier this season on a game winner by Paul Desiderio. So minsan, tsaka laging mga bata ang gumagawa. Number one, because of their excitement, you know, to feel like Kevin Garnett, to tell the players no scores allowed. And number two, of course, because they can jump and reach the ball.
Kasalanan pala ni KJ yan.
Oo, ano nyo yun eh. Noong unang panahon, nothing allowed as long as there's a whistle.
O kaya ayoko ng Boston eh. Approaching the 2-minute mark of the first, DJ Fenner, another tough shot. Last touch, si Jolo Manansala. So stay on this side, fresh 14 on the shot clock of Abra.
Quezon started short. Now they put in a little more length. They're gonna put in Manansala and Banal on that wing position, giving them a lot of size with Lalata and Macaloni.
Fenner tightly guarded by Gapanal. 8 on their shot clock. Fenner, one-on-one again. Knew it was, I thought it was a miss. I think he thought it was a miss, but it went in.
Did you see the smirk? He knew that, okay, that was not what I'm going for, but I'll take it because it's still a 3.
Dario sneaks through. Off the glass, Macaloni, Mintes. Figueroa running the break. Doesn't like the numbers. He will pull it out. Janjan Felicilda pumukol sa 3. Malakas. Nahuling tumulak si Drex De Los Reyes. And Abra is in penalty. So free throws coming up for Will Macaloni.
Are we really watching an MPBL game with the size of the players inside? This was the earlier off-the-bank 3 by DJ Fenner.
Mapunta na siya eh, para kunin yung rebound.
There was like a small smirk, tapos turn of the head na parang, okay, it went in. We're just talking about the pure size. Fenner is 6'7", Batino 6'5", Gonzalez is 6'8", Macaloni is 6'4", Lalata 6'4". This is a tall lineup for both teams.
Yeah. Macaloni hits the first free throw. Friendly bounce on the second. Just a 1-point lead. Abra in front. Felicilda nagtitimon for the Weavers. Raven Gonzalez checking back in. This is a large lineup right now with the exception of Janjan Felicilda. You have guys 6'3" and above.
Hindi ko alam, pero siguro hindi lang kami pinagpala sa UP ng height, no? Diego Dario, Janjan Felicilda, then me. Parang naano ako sa mga UP boys today, ah.
Yes, yes, si Coach Eric, one of the assistants of the UP Fighting Maroons. Gonzalez makes the first free throw. LGR is the official outfitter of the MPBL.
I like it when Coach Yong uses Raven as the form. Because moving forward towards his career, I feel that he is gonna play terrifically. Si Coach Eric there teaching. Itong is he teaching the referee or is he teaching John Abate? Always a character.
Oo naman.
Favorite ko yun, fumaul siya dati. Yung siya yung umano sa play. I forgot what season this was. When he went
Prior
in...
to the pandemic pa ba ito?
Yes, prior to the pandemic.
Nung nasa
Iloilo,
tama.
Pasok siya, inawakan niya yung player, siya daw yung pa-foul.
Pang player pa niya si Tamsin nun eh.
Yes.
Lalata can't get that one in. Figueroa with a basketball. Abate in front. Gonzalez entry pass. Batino. 4 black jerseys in the paint. Figueroa for 3. Off to the right. Bola babalik sa Quezon.
Well, this is a 5 for Abra that's not really very comfortable taking the 3 off catch. These are guys that probably in rhythm, probably on off a dribble, but off a kick out. These are not really your typical 3-point shooters. So what Quezon can do is really close down on the inside, be able to force them to shoot it from the outside. At yun ang ginawa nila with Jake Figueroa.
Diego Dario against Janjan Felicilda. Pair of UP guards going at it. Manzano up and under against Raven Gonzalez.
Very comfortable. The second guy in double figures. 10 already for Manzano. DJ Fenner, the first guy. 13 naman para dito kay DJ.
About a 6-second differential between shot and game clock. Batino gives it back to DJ against John Abate. DJ rising up for the free off the back iron. The smallest guy on the floor, Felicilda grabbing the offensive rebound. Batino is blocked. A jump ball. Possession arrow pointing to Abra. 7.1 seconds left in this quarter.
Batino was lucky that the ball fell onto him. There were 3 black shirts, but it was Batino who got it.
Nice find by Felicilda, but credit the defense of Quezon swarming all over Alfred Batino.
Love the physicality that's being played today. This is what we came for.
Back into the game. What kind of impact can he make? And what a steal! That way is going to even up the game. 9 in the final moments of the game. Can they make magic? Wipeout wins the game!
Win the game. Easy long with Sports Plus.
Sports Plus is the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Scan a QR code to play or visit www.sportsplus.ph. Last 7.1 seconds left in the first quarter. Chiong Garcia and the Abra Solid North Weavers just up by a point. They want to extend it. Felicilda will trigger it in from the baseline. Figueroa, shot fake. No whistle. Fenner, another three-pointer. And he puts it in to beat the buzzer.
Red hot first quarter for DJ Fenner. He wants this matchup. He didn't play in last year, but he knows how important it is to get a win over the team that they challenged in the finals. He is stepping up big. He is putting in a lot of effort. You see here, only 3 seconds left. Wanted that basketball, even with 2 black shirts, goes up and gets his 16th point of the ball game.
Being aggressive early, DJ Fenner already making up for that dismal performance against San Juan, and Abra with a 4-point lead over Quezon.
MPBL. Same but different. The eagerness of Quezon to get a win against Abra, and the Weavers have obviously not moved a muscle in being ready against the Huskers. I asked Coach Eric, how confident are you this time around? He said, Una, I can say that everybody has accepted their roles. No one wants more than the other. They understand that there's no one guy like LJ anymore, as we can see everybody contributing tonight, but also still polishing more things like his personal relationship with each of them, specifically guys like Macaloni, who was used to a certain system for a long time. Para naman dito kay Coach Young Garcia, I said, Coach, habang nadadagdagan ang confidence ng ibang teams this season, nababawasan ba yung sayo? He said, hindi nababawasan. Mas nakaka-excite at mas nakakagigil nga lang eh. But also fixing things like his young guys, no, yung maturity nila, kagaya nila Drex, Tucker, Ken Wanitz.
Maraming salamat, Mika. Two of the most decorated coaches in the league going at it one more time. Coach Eric Gonzalez and Coach Young Garcia. And with Coach Eric, you know, that report by Mika speaks volumes. You see the numbers in the first quarter. Abra 5 out of 8 from 3. More rebounds, but Quezon doing a better job of finding their open teammates, getting points inside the paint.
Well, that inside was really more Seth Manzano.
Yeah.
So he really had 6 of the 10 points inside netong Quezon. So right now it's going to be Will Macaloni that will try to provide them a lot of inside points.
Bola pa rin ng Quezon. Mika mentioned how Coach Eric Gonzalez, that he said that players early on this season have accepted their roles, and just goes back to their mantra, Coach Juanito, of there is no victory without sacrifice.
Yes.
When you look at the numbers, especially yung minutes, itignan mo, nobody is averaging more than 20 minutes per contest, much like last season.
Well, it's always been a team setup. You know, everybody getting an equal chance. If you are given that opportunity, and kitang-kita naman natin, although in games like this, we can expect that probably 1 or 2 guys will get a lot more minutes.
And some guys, hirap na hirap sila sa ganyan. They need more than 20 minutes for them to be effective.
Medyo matatagal ang adjustment when it comes to them playing in the team setup. You have to be able to provide right away. That's still a challenge, of course, here in the MPBL. Oh no, that's going to be foul number 2.
Yeah,
Against Will Macaloni.
Obviously disagrees. Macaloni has 2, Joshua Yero has 2.
I want to see it here. Ah, that's a pull. You say it's a pull. They got entangled. Could go either way. Diba? Pero sinasabi nila, hinila daw eh. Netong si Macaloni. But that's gonna hurt because you need him in the physicality of this game.
And on the side naman of Abra, Coach Young still relishing the challenges in their title retention bid. They know that it's hard to get to the top. It's harder to stay on the top.
Yes. That's why they retooled. They added. They didn't just stick with the same lineup. You know, on the next season, pag-aaralan, talagang titignan where was their weaknesses. This time around, okay, you study our weaknesses, we add more depth. Jake Figueroa, DJ Fenner, Cassius Small Martin, and just a lot of depth on this team. Just telling everybody, we are here to get our title back in the MPBL.
Cyrus Tabi earning himself 2 free throws. Mike Cañete returns, as well as John Abate.
A few guys we're not seeing here in the ball game. Clint Escamis is still not yet cleared. I think it's still going to be a few weeks before we see Clint Escamis. But one guy that's quite big for the Quezon Huskers is Christian Pagaran, who sprained his ankle in his last game.
Itong free throw na ito, sa atin yan ng Extreme ang subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas.
On the other end, I think it's Nico Elorde that will be sitting down. These are crucial. Pagaran being one of the scorers for Quezon, especially off that wing. Tapos si Nico Elorde naman. You always need your leaders on the court.
2 for 2 at the line, 2 minutes gone by. 2-point lead for the Abra Solid North Weavers. Raven Gonzalez gives it up to Encho Serrano. Tight pass. Naagaw ni Jolo Manansala. Quezon on the run. Abate rising up, lays it in. Plus the foul.
This is what they love, these two guys. I watched them in college. It's the open court, it's the transition. But this time around, it's the wing that will be giving it up to the point guard. It's Manansala to Abate with that basket and one.
Fast break of the game brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL. John Abate, it's been quite an adjustment for him. He's so used to having the ball in his hands when he was with the University of the East. And then having to play, ito yung pinag-uusapan natin, no, na some guys, it's really tough for them to adjust in limited minutes, but he has taken it in stride. Jake Figueroa, meanwhile, answers right back for Abra.
Well, from what I heard, John Abate has one of the best attitudes, will adapt to what you need from him, will listen to the coaches, will listen to the older batches. And right now, you see him adjusting well here to the Quezon Huskers.
Cañete up top. Dumps it down low. Manzano, muntikan na. But he'll have to earn it from the line.
Their main scorer really is Ed Manzano. The play is for him. Everybody's trying to drive and dish it from down low. This was the play prior though. It was that trademark in and out to a crossover. Not the quickest, but the way he does it at the right time. Netong si Jake Figueroa, that is always hard to time. Even when the defender is his former teammate, Jolo Manansala.
Let's check in with Mika.
Sakto, Coach Juanitz. Jake Figueroa and Jolo Manansala talked about playing in the pros together year after year while they were with NU. This is huge for these talented wingmen. Sabi ni Jolo, nakakatakot kay Jake. Alam mo kung ano, ate? Sobrang simple niya. No frills, composed. Nung big man pa nga ako, ang laro niya talaga ang tinitignan ko sa wing. Gusto ko makakatch up sa kung paano siya maglaro. Idol ko yan. Sabi naman ni Jake, pagdating sa ensayo, sobrang seryoso niya ni Jolo. Kahit tropa kayo, magagalit yan sa'yo, no? Pag mali ka. And importante sa kanya ang oras. Pag hindi ka on time, nako, nakatingin na sa'yo ng masama yan. But obviously, both guys expected to make waves this season. Ken Juanitz.
Maraming salamat, Mika. And both those guys have gotten huge strides in terms of their development, not only as players, but as men. Sama-sama sila, no? Played their 5 years with NU together with Nash Enriquez.
Yes. I think today is just a testament to what system and culture NU has.
Yeah.
We saw earlier the guys like Monmon de la Cruz, Steve Nash Enriquez, Jello Santiago.
Right.
And they played terrific. Today, right now, we're watching two guys. We're watching Figueroa and Manansala. And we can even go back to Jan Filicinda playing his first year for the National University. So shout out dito kay Coach kay Coach Jeff Napa.
Siya yung bumataw pero siya yung bumagsak. Although there was the shoulder bump.
This is going to be a foul.
Yeah, it's a foul against Mike Cañete.
Kasi yung reaction ng Quezon Huskers, they wanted an unsportsmanlike foul. Obviously nothing there.
Biggest lead was at 5 points earlier by Quezon. MANNY Pay is the digital wallet built for the community. This is eerily similar to that championship series from 6 months ago. All games pretty close.
It's a chess match. It's a chess match. What a view!
Ganda nung pasa pero malakas yung tira. Abate kicks it out. Cañete, open look from downtown. No good. Manzano gives them another possession. Posting up Trex de los Reyes. Manzano in traffic. Banal. It's a backward violation.
See the adjustment by Abra right here. They know that the play is for said Manzano off a drop or off of the post. So ngayon, pag nakukuha ni Manzano off the post, they double up said Manzano right away. They want him to give up that basketball. Let the others kill us.
Ayon. Skip pass. Figueroa drives baseline. Cañete was out of position and he will be called for another foul.
This is where Quezon is struggling today. They were in penalty early in the first quarter. Now the same thing. One foul away from penalty and for Quezon Huskers.
David Lefonso returns. Remember in the last championship series, game number 1, Quezon was already in front by 10 points with less than 3 minutes remaining. Those back-to-back triples by Jason Brickman and then the answer by LJ Gonzalez to give them a 3-point lead. And then a pair of and 1 plays inside by John Oduba. Then that 3-point shot by Pagaran, which was just a little tense too late, which would have given them the lead and possibly the win, but instead it went into overtime. And even then, Coach Juanito, Quezon lumabang pa ng 8 puntos, 80-72, but Abra scored the last 9 points.
Ngayong kinikwento mo, nararamdaman ko ulit yung stress nung finals eh. I remember each and every play as well, but it's more the emotions na hala. Mararamdaman mo yung bawat basket, yung bawat stop. Everybody was all, you gotta credit the crowd. That was a very passionate crowd, both from Abra and Quezon.
Ildefonso making his move against the rookie, John Abate. And Ildefonso earning himself 2 free throws. 3 years older than Dave.
You see here how Coach Yong is playing it. He's playing chess with Coach Eric. Earlier, palakihan tayo. Ngayon, nilakihan ni Coach Eric. Sabi ni Coach Yong, sige, liitan ko muna. Ilagay ko si Sean, who will provide a lot more spacing off the outside. And now, I don't know what the answer will be from Coach Eric.
Extreme ang subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas. I'm seeing Mark Meneses at the back. Dun sa crowd chat kanina, no? An interesting spectator. Lander Cano nasa loob, one of the newest acquisitions for Quezon. John Abate. Jumper is good.
Getting more burden here in the ball game. He has a good size who can challenge well Encho Serrano. He's given that same role, able to get 4 points already in the ball game is John Abate.
Ildefonso misses a foul down low against Abra. It's gonna go against Sean Ildefonso. Visibly frustrated at that last foul call. Ito after yan eh. It was after the shot. So Sean Ildefonso picks up his 3rd foul. Fuentes, open free. Cyrus Tabi, lista mo na yan!
I think that fits perfectly because of the percentage of Cyrus Tabi and his 3-pointers. He's about 68% from the outside. And he's not just taking a few. He's taking a lot, right? Here in the confidence. Unheard of, but he's doing well in terms of his outside game.
De Los Reyes, the answer to tie it up at 37 apiece. Cyrus Tabi, Seth Manzano, John Abate, Judel Fuentes, and Chris Lalata ang nasa loob for Coach Eric Gonzalez. Abate on the right side, corner exit. Cyrus Tabi working on Dave Ildefonso. 6 on their shot clock. Abate shoots over Encho Serrano off to the left. And Sean Ildefonso fails to track it down. Babalik ang possession sa Quezon.
Perfect defense by Abra on that possession. No allowed driving lane, forcing John Abate into that late situation shot.
Play of the game brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Manansala comes in for John Abate. Manzano, De Los Reyes. Nagkaakiskisan bago pa ma-inbound yung bola.
Shoulder bump, pakiramdaman. Manzano's about 6'5", closest at 4'6", but De Los Reyes is 6'8".
Oh, it's not every day you see Sen Manzano getting dwarfed by the opposing big. We have a timeout with 3 minutes and 15 seconds left. We are deadlocked at 37.
White Sox steps back into the game. What kind of impact can he make? And what a steal they make magic. White Loud wins the game.
Win the game. Easy lang with Sports Plus.
Sports Plus is the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Scan a QR code to play or visit www.sportsplus.ph. A good-sized crowd on a Monday night here at the Inares Sports Arena in Pasig City. A rematch of last season's national finals between the Abra Solid North Weavers and the Quezon Huskers. Tabla tayo, 37 all. Quezon Huskers, you compare the numbers from last season to this year. 3-point attempts. They had the high volume of attempts last season, but this year, changing it up, just 19th in the league at 25.7.
Well, one really big difference to that, as we see that 3 by Judel Fuentes, it was really the loss of Alfrancis Taxi, who was their main receiver and shooter. Of course, the LJ was that guy doing the drive and kick. This time around, they're relying more on the inside, a lot more post options. That's why it's the same system, but a different focus on their offense.
Pero nakakatakot. In terms of makes, they're still in the top 5 at 10 3-pointers made a game. And also that 3-point percentage, a whopping 39%.
Yes.
And it's been guys like Cyrus Tabi, Judel Fuentes hitting shots from free. And then you add in Jolo Mananzala with that in-between game. And they have this lead, 42-39.
Abra right now is looking for what adjustment can they do, because right now Quezon is playing way better.
Fuentes grabs the rebound. Mananzala steps back, now attacks, kicks it out to Cyrus Tabi. Approaching the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. Manzano catch and shoot. It will pop out. Another rebound by Sean Ildefonso.
That's been their option. It's either the 4 guy goes up and then goes for the high-low to Seth Manzano, or Seth Manzano goes up and goes for the mid-range shot. On the other end, it was a drive going to the diving Sean Ildefonso.
Back the other way. Fuentes draws a foul. And Quezon doing a good job of keeping this kind of pace. Ayon. Attracting the defense. Also a great cut by Sean Ildefonso.
Usually it's the middle part that's going to be blind right now. That's a great read coming from Sean Ildefonso. Diving through the middle, but you also got to credit the assist coming off Mike Ayon.
By the way, happy birthday to the lovely wife of Judel, si Kay Fuentes.
Oo, nasa Davao ngayon. Happy birthday, Kay! Do hope na mabigyan ka ng magandang regalo netong si Judel.
Oo nga. Paano ba sabihin yan? Maayong gabi sa inyong tanan.
Maayong birthday.
Wala.
We gotta
good
study
evening
it.
lang. 44-41 after a pair of free throws by Judel Fuentes. Fuentes so far has 11 points.
Not too away from his usual averages of 13 in ball game.
DJ Fenner. Back to Sean. 6 on the shot clock. Dave Ildefonso against Gab Banal. Cannon providing help. No foul. Instead, it's a shot clock violation against Abra.
That's one underrated skill of Lander Cannon. You talk about rim protection and rebounding. That's been what he was known for. But through the years, Lander Cannon has continued to work on his game. Now he moves his feet very well. Off a switch or off a blitz. Ang ganda na ng galaw nitong si Lander Cannon. He was the one that actually really provided that good switch for them to get that 24.
Just limited minutes, but the value he provides, Lander Cannon showing it immediately. His return here with the Quezon Huskers. Manzano off that nice assist by Judel Fuentes.
You don't know who to defend. If you go under Judel Fuentes, he's gonna take that 3. They respected this 3. That gave the opening for him to get that drop pass to Seth Manzano.
Pintes yung 3. Patino, trumabaw sa ilalim, scores 2 off that offensive rebound.
Medyo tahimik pa dito. itong si Batino. That's going to be the first two of Alfred Batino, but you know that he is a guy that can really challenge Seth Manzano.
Fuentes, nakawala. Fading away. No good. Patino. 4 guys on the deck. It's a jump ball, possession arrow pointing to the Weavers.
This reminds me of this series I watched, yung Physical Asia, where they put something on the middle, talagang hilahan. Ganun kalalaki itong mga tao dito sa ilalim.
Si Boss Manny sumali doon.
Oo, tama.
Manzano will take a seat. Solid performance in the first half.
Now what they're doing is that on the defensive end, to limit the fouls of Seth Manzano, to give him just a short rest, they put in Lander Cannon. They're not risking Will Macaloni here in the second quarter with those 2 fouls. Probably would get a lot more burn in the third quarter, so Lander Cannon gets this opportunity.
Both teams in the bonus. About a 5-second differential between shot and game clock. Figueroa off the dribble, rising up for the jumper, no good. A double foul. Yun ulit yung pinapakita ngayon ni Lander Cannon, giving Alfred Batino a hard time. Now interesting where the possession will go. Or will it result into a jump ball situation?
This was the fight through by John Abate, forcing that hard shot. Then they call a double foul. You know, they do have a point. Might be on Lander Cannon on that play. Off the box out. I didn't see an extension coming from Batino, but the referee's angle might have seen otherwise.
Diego Dario put in here for the final 12 seconds of the first half.
They're gonna fully stretch out the floor.
Dario drives, blocked by DJ Fenner. Still enough time. Pitch ahead. Figueroa, the pass to David Defonso to cap off the first half.
This is the duo that excites me the most. We haven't seen it in the season. Dave Ildefonso and Jake Figueroa might be the most elite wing duo that we have. This was the block by DJ Fenner, and then Jake Figueroa with the rebound sees that he had his teammate leaking out, went for that far pass, and Dave, being skilled as he is, able to finish.
Exquisite pass from Jake Figueroa. But Quezon holding their own behind this magnificent performance by Seth Manzano, especially in the first quarter.
Well, Seth Manzano, the leading scorer for your Quezon Huskers, he's been able to control the inside, able to stretch out the floor, 14 points and 2 rebounds, but more importantly, the impact that he is doing, getting a lot of attention inside the paint that will eventually open up the shooters of the Quezon Huskers.
We have a tight one at the end of the first half. Quezon with a 1-point lead over Abra, 46-45.
MPBL na, MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino. Sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino. Sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao.
Back at the NR Sports Arena in Pasig for your Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. My name is Mika Abesamis, and right now I am joined by Konsi Coach Jeric Teng of Gumaka Quezon. Magandang gabi, Coach. Although nakahabol yung Abra nung dulo nung second quarter, what a game, no, for Quezon. Ang ganda ng pace, ang ganda ng distribution, nagpapakita yung mga bago, specifically Manzano and Abate. How did you prepare for this game?
Wala, ganun pa rin. Every game, every practice, same mentality kami. We're focused more on the process than just one game. Pero we all know Abra, hindi na bago kami sa isa't isa. We have history. We really want to win this game para somehow at least we can somehow tell kung nasa na kami sa process in this season.
At sa mga sinabi mong yan, maraming nanunood sa Quezon, no? At ang mga boss nyo nanunood din. Sino mga gusto mong batiin at pasalamatan, Consi?
Siyempre po, lahat ng mga Quezonians sa sumusuporta at sumusubaybay sa mga games namin. Siyempre po, mga owners namin who are watching live right now, Governor Dr. Helen Tan, Boss R.D. Ronel Tan, Congressman Attorney Mike Tan, Bokal Doc Kim Tan, Dr. Camille, Malik Kobe Calix, Mayor Ralph Lim, our team manager, Attorney Dord Kapunan. Siyempre po, lahat ng mga kababayan ko dyan sa Gumaka, Quezon. And siyempre, ito na yung kinaantay natin, our home game sa Quezon Convention Center this June 25, Thursday versus Batangas. Magkita-kita po tayo dyan, matagal na tayo hindi naglalaro and we're very excited to play in front of you guys. So, kita-kits.
Napakagandang laban. Once again, maraming salamat, Consi Coach Jeric Teng. Magbabalik po ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League.
Yes, mga kaliga, oras na para sa ating Sports Plus Clutch Time Challenge. At dahil walang nakaka-complete na ating challenge, nadagdagan ng ating prize. And tonight, our prize pot is 1 million pesos! Mas exciting na ang Sports Plus Clutch Time Challenge dahil kailangan na makompleto ang bawat shot mula sa official Sports Plus shooting spots dito sa court. Ito na ang ating challenger, si Herbert Deho from San Jose, Pasig City. Alright, ready ka na ba for the challenge? You will be given 45 seconds to complete a driving layup, a free throw, 3-point shot, and a half-court shot. Each attempt must be taken from the official Sports Plus floor markers. For the layup, you must start from the half-court line and dribble your way to the basket before scoring. Kapag na-shoot mo lahat ng yan in 45 seconds, you will win 1 million pesos from the official sportsbook of the MPBL Sports Plus. Wala ba tayong palakpakan dyan? Come on! Put your hands together! Are you ready for the Sports Plus Clutch Time Challenge? 3, 2, 1, go, go, go! Barat, Herbert! 1 milyon yan, kaya galingan mo! 37 seconds. Lakas ng konti. Yaka yan. Banat ng banat. Come on. Yun. Sabi sa'yo eh. Sa free throw naman masusubukan ang galing ni Herbert. 22 seconds. 20. Lakas pa ng konti. Herbert Deho, golden opportunity mo to for 1 million pesos. 10 seconds left. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, good effort pa rin para kay Herbert Deho. You will be going home with Sports Plus merch. Once again, thank you for joining. At sa ating mga kaliga, check out the Sports Plus FB page to find out how you can join at baka ikaw na ang susunod na winner ng Sports Plus Clutch Time Challenge.
Kapag may labay nagkakaisa, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yung mayanig ang pakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang pupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalitin. husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan na yumayanig kapag nag-3 points na. Bawat balay di magkatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag maalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL, Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball. Bawat bayan ay sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang pakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba, dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan na yumayanig kapag nag-3 points na. Bawat baya'y di matatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag maalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa
A tight one at the end of the first half where Quezon holds a 1-point edge over Abra, 46-45. Coach Juanito, 7 lead changes, 8 times that we were tied. And the ebbs of flows on this one. Biggest lead was just at 5 points by Quezon. This has been so tight that it's too close to call.
Well, kanina we were talking off air on how excited and how we are enjoying this kind of a ball game. Probably the only two who are not enjoying are these two because of how tight it is. You look at the numbers, mas efficient ng Abra at 53%. They've made more 3-pointers plus 2 on the 3 points made, but Quezon has been more aggressive, and not just that, they are very efficient in making their free throws. They are 14 out of 14, and the turnovers that they have forced, they are plus 10 in taking care of that part. The turnovers actually are not that far, but Quezon just doing a better job in getting points off of turnovers.
DJ Fenner, majority of his points coming in the first quarter, 16 total para sa kanya. David Defonso only 5 points. Missing in that graphic is Encho Serrano, who was scoreless in 6 minutes off the bench for Abra. On the side of the Quezon Huskers, Sed Manzano 14 points, Judel Fuentes with 10, Cyrus Tabi with 8. And what do you think's gonna be key here? Adjustments certainly coming from both sides, Coach Juanito.
Well, for Abra, they need more options. Right now, DJ Fenner is doing it well on a one-on-one. But off a drive-in kick, off a drop pass, doon nagsastruggle ang Abra. So it's really their one-on-one situations where it's either Jake or DJ Fenner getting a point. Now, right now, on the other end, ito naman Quezon Huskers, they just have to stay consistent. They have to find someone new because I'm sure Judel and Sed Manzano will be scouted here in the second half.
Janjan Filisilda, DJ Fenner, Raven Gonzalez, John Oduba, and Jake Figueroa, the 5 to start off the third. Filisilda open free, too strong. Rebound tracked down by Figueroa, but stolen away by Tabi. Finds Fuentes ahead, blocked by DJ Fenner. Tabi the follow-up, and he'll earn himself 2 free throws. But what a chase down rejection by DJ Fenner.
I don't even know what to say. Ang layo na nun ni DJ Fenner. That was a good leak out pass. Nakita na ni Fuentes. Medyo dumila. Pero sabi ni DJ Fenner, ano ka? Abot ko yan.
Cyrus Tabi at the line. Nahuli pa yun eh, no?
And it was not even a full jump.
Yeah.
It was just timing it well.
Right.
On the peak, may mga ganong skill eh, no? Pretty much how LeBron does it.
Quezon, I was about to say still perfect until that miss. So nauna siya bago ko sinabi.
Okay, hindi ikaw, hindi ikaw. We cannot give it to you.
Fenner against Fuentes. DJ whips a pass to Jake Figueroa. Goes downhill. The finger roll from Figueroa.
This is what we were looking for. That second guy that will help DJ Fenner. Off a drive-in kick. Late yung help nila. They wanted to close down on a driving lane, but Figueroa was too good, too long, and too quick getting that layup.
9th deadlock of the ball game. Pocket pass Manzano. Almost shuffled his feet. Inside, Cañete will float it up and in.
That was the emergency pass. There was no one to go to. Gave it up to Mike Cañete on the inside, but Cañete just found a way in getting that too.
Fenner catches Fuentes in front of him. DJ just rose up despite defense draped all over him. He hits the free plus the foul.
You cannot say anything about the defense. That was terrific defense played by Judel Fuentes. What they're doing is that whenever DJ Fenner puts the ball on the floor, they want Judel Fuentes to make it hard because he's much shorter. He fights over the screen, goes under, but Fenner knew that he got hit on the screen, he got a little space and got the basket and won.
3-point shot brought to you by the Extreme Water Protected Speakers. Dive into music with Extreme Speakers. 4-point play completed. 8th lead change of the ball game. Abra in front by 2. Fuentes with Cyrus Tabi, Seth Manzano, Mike Cañete, and Joshua Hierro. Sed, 5 on the shot clock. Attacks Gonzalez. Got denied. Figueroa on the run. Was fouled by Joshua Hierro.
Ayaw mo if you're the Quezon Huskers. I'm sure in their trainings, Wawa Hierro was going to be huge. A guy who can play terrific defense either on a big or on a guard. That's why you will really need him here. If this, I think they are going to challenge this. If this is an unsuccessful challenge, that is going to be the 3rd foul on Wawa Hierro. So they are forced to go deep onto the bench. Either Manansala, either Gabanal, or John Abate.
Bawang bayan ay sumasayaw.
Upon review, the challenge was successful. There was no foul.
It is a successful challenge, and to your point, it saves the third foul on Joshua Hierro.
Alright, that's all ball on the swipe of Joshua Hierro. So that does save him, that third foul. So he stays on the court. That can challenge etong si Jake Figueroa.
Quick three off the jump ball. Fuentes wala. Tabi the rebound. The cut Cañete sa loob. In traffic, can't finish. Gonzalez comes away with a rebound.
Three lengthy guys, Payong Brigade dito kay Oduba, Fenner, and Gonzalez.
Figueroa, a lot of contact, no whistle. Back the other way. Fuentes, another three-point attempt. Book it!
Good swing pass by Wawa Hierro. Knew that he had a better shooter on the corner in Judel Fuentes. Trusted his teammate, getting the three and getting the lead back is Quezon.
This was off a non-call on the other end. Judel Fuentes making them pay. That's his second triple of the ball game. We have a timeout by Abra. They're down by 1.
Back at NR Sports Arena in Pasig for your Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Former Weaver turned Husker. Welcome back to the MPBL, Clint Escamis. Una-una, bago ang lahat, gusto muna naming malaman, when will we see you in orange and black this season?
Siyempre, it's good to be back in the MPBL. Hopefully, makasuta po for the Quezon Huskers this July to August, hopefully. Get back to my recovery.
Clint, syempre, nakapunta ka na sa practices, nakikita mo kung paano sila maglaro. Anong gusto mo sa laro nitong Huskers?
Super gusto ko yung ensayo nila. I love their culture talaga, winning culture. And syempre, gusto ko yung pukpukan talaga sa ensayo, yung competitiveness. I'm all for it.
Anong gusto mo sabihin sa fans ng Huskers?
Syempre, thank you sa supportan nyo always. And sana makabalik ako and maka-represent ako for Huskers. Gagawin ko po yung best para makuha natin yung kampiyato this season.
Maraming salamat, Clint Escamis, Ken Juanitz.
Maraming salamat, Mika. I'm sure the Quezonians are pretty much pumped up for the much anticipated debut of the former NCAA MVP Clint Escamis. What do you think about that acquisition, Juanito?
Well, it's a great addition because ang ganda na nung guard rotation nila. Diego Dario is a guy coming off the bench that will provide needed energy in terms of his scoring. Cyrus Tabi is a guy that does the defense. Now, Clint Escamis is the one that can be in between, that can offer both as well.
Play of the game brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL. This was the go-ahead basket earlier by Raven Gonzalez. There was a foul called against Abra. They will challenge it. We'll find out if they're right. 7 minutes and 7 seconds left here in the third quarter. We'll be right back for the result.
Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yung mayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang pupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na, MPBL na. Yan ang tiga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na, yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino,
Upon review, the challenge was unsuccessful. Foul on Jake Figueroa.
Unsuccessful challenge by the Weavers. So the call stands. Free throws coming up for Judel Fuentes.
This was the handoff, and there you go. It did hit the hand of Judel Fuentes, and by the rule, if you hit it and it affects the trajectory or the shooting motion of the shot, it has to be called a foul.
14 points, 3 of 10 from the field, 3 of 5 from 3. Still perfect from the line. Did Escamis. Diyan din si Joseph Peña Redondo in street clothes. There were 9 new players during the off-season for the Quezon Huskers, and then they add on Clint Lander Cannon. Ivan Ludovice is also part of the guys that they added. But how about this guy, DJ Fenner? Perhaps his best game this season.
Now, we've yet to see the full capability of DJ Fenner because they've been going up against teams that didn't really need his presence or didn't really need a lot of production para dito kay DJ Fenner. But today, a superstar we are seeing in action in DJ Fenner.
He's been so decisive tonight. Just taking those shots and giving it to the Quezon Huskers. This is his best performance so far. Had 21 points against the Jensen Warriors, but tonight, 23 points, 5 of 8 from 3. This was what happened after Cañete stepping on John Oduba's foot. A late whistle. It is an unsportsmanlike foul.
Hirap din kasi when you close out late, you are panicking, you are sprinting, and it's so hard to really control your rhythm. You are really gonna be forced to move forward. So it's really hard as well for John Oduba to stop his force moving forward. Pero you always have to give a space to land for the shooter.
So more free throws coming up for the Quezon Huskers. 18 out of 19 tonight from the line. 94%. Mike Cañete, their second leading scorer this season. It's his first. Quezon, this is their best start since going 16-0. Manny Pay, the digital wallet built for the community. They were 16-0 back in Season 6 before they lost their first game against the Pasay Voyagers. This yung pangatlo ni Mike.
In and out. Kaya mas masakit kasi nandun na sa gitna eh. Lumabas pa.
Jolo Manansala will trigger it in. Cyrus Tabi. Fuentes, shot fake. Just a foul on Jake Figueroa.
So it's so hard to defend Judel Fuentes. That shot fake is pretty much underrated because you will bite on that shot fake. It gives Judel that opportunity to think what my next move will be.
Tabi. They're turned over by Cyrus. Jan. Bumitpit ni Yoyo pa. Nakasungkit ng foul laban sa Quezon.
Ang strike ni Jan Felicina, really, it's the speed. This guy is quick as it can be. So in there running right away, just a little deceleration. Knew that Sed Manjano was much slower. Change of speed, able to fish for a foul is Jan Felicilda.
Jan Felicilda at the line from Bayugan City, Agusan del Sur. LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. Jan hits the first. Christian Pagaran also there.
Jason Opiso.
Yeah. Sabi nga ni Captain Capanal, 15-man deep itong roster ng Quezon. Next to Los Reyes. Elect na dito ni Coach Yong Garcia. Abra still in the driver's seat, 58-57. Fuentes. Figueroa is the one tasked to guard him. Gets it back from Manzano. Another turnover. Quezon beginning to throw the ball away.
They're forcing the inside. And then this time around, Abra is closing down. They want to be able to plug the lane. That's 2 straight turnovers for the Huskers.
Screen provided by Patino. Catching it from DJ Fenner.
Foul.
Pito laban sa Quezon. They'll review it for a possible upgrade to an unsportsmanlike foul. Jared Gonzalez, Coach Nash, Racela. Ooh, it is. That's a quick review. Took them around 5 seconds.
Sportsmanlike foul on number 10.
They're saying it's the extension of the foot. Ito yung late help eh. And then this was, oh, there you go. That extension of the left foot. There was no other option para dito kay Sen Manzano because he wanted to be able to recover, pero obviously that's going to be an unspawn on Sen.
Alfred Patino, 2 free throws plus ball possession for Abra. Who was terrific in that series against Caloocan, where he had a lot of offensive rebounds, battling the bigs of the Batang Kangkalu, but coming out empty, missing both.
Well, the ball will stay with them, but that could have been a good 4 to 5 point swing in their favor. Will Macaloni returns? We haven't seen him in a while because of his early foul trouble.
DJ Fenner wants it against Jolo Manansala. Stepping back. Oh man. You just can't guard that kind of shot if you're Quezon.
Even just the slightest of delay on the screen will give DJ Fenner that ability to decide what he can do. Tumama si Manansala na delay ng onting-onte, able to get the jumper is DJ Fenner.
Foul against the Weavers. Sending Chris Lalata to the line. DJ Fenner, 25 points. 9 of 15 from the field. Chris Lalata, Quezon's leading rebounder this season. Played for Pampanga last year. Made his first free throw. Still a close game, but if you're Quezon, you don't want Abra to capitalize on your turnovers. They've had a couple the past few sequences. John Ildefonso comes in for Abra.
And this time around for Abra, they want to be able to stretch out the floor, maybe able to give them a lot of driving lanes. They put in John Ildefonso to be able to stretch it out.
Jan getting a lot of minutes in the third quarter. Fenner. The show by Macaloni. The pitch ahead of a steal. Lalata to Will. Poor pass though. Back the other way. Figueroa takes off the stretch but can't finish.
Too deep para dito kay Jake Figueroa. Good challenge as well coming from Chris Lalata.
Manansala wants to slow things down. Macaloni. Jumper over Drex. Big time rebound by Sean Ildefonso. 60-59. Abra in front by 1. Felicilda wants a screen. Back to DJ. Manansala sticking to him like glue. Fenner over 2 defenders. Not that time. De Los Reyes picks it up and draws a foul.
And that's a quick reaction time coming from Drex De Los Reyes. That was almost a 24. Konti na lang yung natitira. He knew that someone was moving forward, reacted, put the ball up, able to fish for a foul is Drex.
Drex de los Reyes. Free throws have been a problem for Abra tonight.
So that's been a struggle the whole season. They are only at 62% the whole season. Itong Abra Solid North Weavers. So it is a problem right now because they could have been much more in the lead if not for their free throws, which right now is at only 50% at 8 out of 16.
4 minutes remaining in the third. Diego Dario. Macaloni tries another jump shot. Wala. DJ Fenner corrals the miss.
It's always been short for Will Macaloni. Back-to-back short jumpers.
DJ sumugot. The pump and the finish.
Now what else do you really want to do against DJ Fenner? This time around, they knew that he could take the three. They gave him the driving lane, hoping that the big will help out. But he reacted early, was able to see that there was going to be some physicality, some bump, and see there, no problem for DJ Fenner.
Fast break on the game brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Exceptional performance tonight for DJ Fenner, 28 points. And we're still a lot of time in the third. Abate gets the step, but the reverse too strong. Sean Ildefonso lines it up. Niluwa. Macaloni nakuha yung rebound. Apat ang labang ng Abra. Diego Dario surveying the floor, pulls up from free. Good!
Specialty of the house, and Diego Dario, you can't go under him. That's a good use of the screen. They thought that he was going to give that pocket pass, but the ability of Diego to stop and pop has always been there. That's a terrific three coming from Diego.
Ildefonso! Oh my! Undeterred by the defense of Will Macaloni, willing that one through.
That was terrific upper body strength coming from Sean, but you also got to credit the assist coming from the brother Dave. That was a deep two-man game. That pick and roll, you can't really see it that well. But the upper body strength, even with a good clean defense coming from Will Macaloni, but this guy is just too strong, Sean Ildefonso.
Just his 5th point, but quite impactful. Abate takes a seat. Balik sa loob si Jutel Fuentes. Lobs it up to Diego Dario. 3-point lead. Macaloni more decisive this time. Goes straight to the cup for 2.
You need him to attack. That's been the strength. That has been his trademark. When he attacks the basket, that's a great two-man game between them. Not going for that jumper, taking it strong, able to get the 2 is Will Macaloni.
Dave. Swing pass, DJ Fenner. Another one to Mike Ayonayon. Mintis de los Reyes nakuha yung rebound and got the better of Will Macaloni that time.
That's why we were saying earlier, they need the space. That swing pass for the whole Abra team needed itong Quezon na gumalaw at mag-adjust. That gave the open opportunity for an offensive rebound for Drex.
Drex de los Reyes with 9 points. Another rebound by Sean Ildefonso.
Sean has been the X factor in this quarter. His energy and his movement has been crucial for them to actually go for this run.
Wow. Will Macaloni gets teed up for faking a foul.
Be crucial because it could be a good swing on the side of Abra. He's saying na it was the forearm of Drex de los Reyes that forced him to drop. See here again. What do you think? Well, I don't think it's a foul, but I think the hit is enough for him to fall. So that, I don't think it's faking a foul, but I also don't think it's enough to be called an offensive or an unsportsmanlike on Drex. So it's gonna be up to the referees.
So tingin mo dapat no, non-call?
I feel that it should have been a non-call. I feel that it could have been a chance for Drex to just seal, open play, mabigay dun sa ilalim. But there was a whistle, so let's see what the referee's decision will be.
Just a 3-point lead for Abra. Biggest lead was at 5 points by the Huskers back in the first half.
Technical foul on Quezon Huskers number 14, Will McAloney at the restricted area for faking a foul.
So they uphold the call. Coach Eric is challenging it despite the referees already reviewing it. Interesting.
Well, they're sure that it is not faking a foul on Will McAloney. There's two guys that agree on it. It's Coach Eric and Will McAloney.
Yeah.
The coaching staff actually are trying to pull Coach Eric into not using their challenge, but Coach Eric is firm with his decision to challenge this call.
Kasi ni-review na eh. So, this is probably the first time I've seen it that you challenge a call that was already reviewed because they were looking at it if it was indeed faking a foul.
Upon review, the challenge was successful. It was overturned. Offensive foul on number 88, Rex De Los Reyes.
Very confusing sequence we are having.
Like,
I haven't seen this.
this is peculiar for me. This is the first.
It's a double challenge na nag-iba yung decision. There is the bump, all right? For me, it was not enough to be called a charge because it was just to get a little space. But I also feel that it was enough for Will McAloney to fall down. But they already reviewed it. Yun yung medyo, yun yung medyo confusing part doon.
Maybe we'll have an explanation later from our game officials. But this is the first for me.
Might be the first in the league.
Oo. Air ball. Ball falls onto the hands of Dave Ildefonso.
So once again, who made the stop? It's Sean Ildefonso, the intangibles he is giving out here. It's not the numbers, it's the energy and the things you can't see on the stat sheet that Sean is giving.
Pass to the outside. Kakapasok lang. Tucker Molina off the side of the backboard.
Medyo malamig pa to si Tucker.
McAloney unable to handle the pass. Dave ahead to Sean. Back to DI for free. Yes, sir!
These two are just in sync. If you've been together your whole life, you just know each and every strength of each other. Someone was bound to help etong si Sean Ildefonso. Balik agad, not even hitting the floor. And DI, able to get the three.
Biggest lead of the ball game at 6. Sean tried to draw the charge.
This was the retouch, the touch pass of Sean Ildefonso. I gotta credit Sean in this ball game. This quarter alone even. I won't be tired of, as he gets subbed out right there, might be a little tired for sure. We're gonna get him back here, but gotta credit Sean Ildefonso for the intangibles he gave for Abra to get this lead back.
Quezon beginning to miss their free throws. They were perfect at the half, 14 out of 14. But just 8 out of 11 here in the third quarter. Getting the back end of his free throws. Papalitan siya muna ni Joshua Yero. So the Huskers go small. Well, Cannon is there with Mike Cañete, Joshua Yero, Gab Banal, and Diego Dario rounding out the 5.
A lot of versatility in this 5 for the Huskers.
Both teams in penalty. De Los Reyes backing down Lander Cannon. Trex clipped in the arm. He'll have to earn it from the line.
Physicality on physicality, Lander Cannon did a good job. He was able to stand his ground. The problema is when Rex De Los Reyes goes up, he's 6'8", and that is where the problem will be. Him putting it up there, and all you can do is either pray or hope that it's a miss.
De Los Reyes came out empty on his first trip. 0 out of 2. Abra just 9 out of 18 from the line.
This would have been a different ball game if they were able to make their free throws. A lot of opportunities for Abra, but they are not able to take advantage of these free throws. And this time, it does not even hit the ring.
Rex in particular, just 1 out of 6 from the stripe. Quezon could hold out for the last shot of the quarter. Down by 5 right now, 70-65. Dario will take his time. Abra is also over the limit. Manzano ready to offer that screen. Dario snakes through the fake. The pass to the outside. Swing pass. Gab Banal to beat the buzzer. Off to the right. And that will end quarter number 3.
One movement by Abra. That was an elite defensive stop to end the quarter for the Weavers.
DJ Fenner though, waxing hot in this ball game. And MPBL career high, 28 points, 16 coming in the first half, 12 of those alone in the third.
Efficient and skilled, whatever you want from DJ Fenner, he is giving in the ball game. As they say, what do stars do? They shine.
Heading to the fourth, Abra with a 5-point lead, 70-65.
Kapag may labay nagkakaisa, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na.
Had to adjust it mid-air, the acrobatic finish from Encho. Fuentes, that's good!
DJ Fenner making them pay with that second chance. John Abate rising up for the layup.
Small Martin, nakapasok lang. Finishes through traffic. Sean Ildefonso with a booming triple.
Oh, Drex follows it up with a hammer.
Pass to the outside, Cantiete, locked and loaded. 3-point shot is good.
Battle of the two coaches with extensive experience, Coach Eric Gonzalez and Coach Yong Garcia. Head-to-head, Coach Yong has the advantage over Coach Eric, but make no mistake about it, these games have been riveting to say the least. Almost all going down the wire, especially the last 4. For more on these two teams, let's go to Mika.
I talked to DI. Sabi ko, ano ba talagang nangyari sa'yo? He said, tapilok lang talaga that was expected to heal in 2 to 3 weeks. But there was a swelling problem that made him sit out for 8 weeks. In that game against San Juan, he tried to play decoy pa after nung tapilok, pero sumakit pa daw ulit. So he was out in the second quarter totally. Mentally tough for a perfectionist like Dave, but he calls it a blessing to rest after his MVP season, the preseason, may SGA pa siya last year. Hiningi na daw talaga ng katawan niya na magpahinga. Also, he said, nananalo naman sila eh. Pero minsan lang, syempre, parang pag nanonood ako, may gigil to stand up and play or orchestrate things in my mind. Nevertheless, he is back with a bang. Ken, Juanit.
Maraming salamat, Mika. When you consider the toll that took on the body of Dave, considering ito yung sinasabi natin lagi, no? Sa MPBL, mas mahaba pa ito kaysa sa NBA season.
Yes.
And Dave played all 38 games. Wala siyang paltos. Even the elimination round games, he played in all 29 of those. Or sorry, all 28 of those. Also played, obviously, those 10 playoff games.
And we're not just talking about playing. We're talking about playing his heart out. So really, it will take a toll on your body eventually.
4-point lead. But sometimes when you sit, it gives you a new perspective on how to approach things. And probably that's something that he was able to achieve during his lengthy absence. That time though, a turnover, Manansala on the run. Pasa sa labas, Fuentes. Hard closeout by Fenner. Pinabayaan nila si Judel, but can't finish.
It's a good drive, late help, but the spin on the lay was to the opposite direction.
DJ, post up. Hinila ni Jolo Manansala.
different kind of play dito. Nakita ni DJ Fenner that he wanted to test the physicality of Jolo Manansala. Made everybody go to the other side. One-on-one, post situation, foul kay Jolo Manansala.
A minute gone by here in the fourth. Mike Ayon. Floater is up, no good. Rebound Manzano. They have Cyrus Tabi, Seth Manzano, Jolo Manansala, Campanal, and Judel Fuentes. Manzano sliding in, has yet to find his mark in the second half.
They really have adjusted itong Abra Solid North Beavers dito kay Seth Manzano. They're making life hard. They're putting tall and physical defenders, and it has not been the same kind of ball game. Here they are swiping it once again against Seth.
Ildefonso sidestep. Able to fish a foul against Jolo Manansala.
Dave right now is playing a complete ball game. He has 8 points, he has 4 rebounds, he has 6 assists. He knows in terms of scoring, he has a lot of help. DJ Fenner is doing most of the damage, so Dave comes in and gives him the other things.
Kung free throw na ito, tin sa atin yan ng extreme ang subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas. Dave Ildefonso, just 6 points tonight. Sorry, make that 9 points. He had a free earlier. Short on the second. 5-point lead. Biggest was at 6. Tabi may tangan ng bola. Pinasa kay Judel Fuentes. Binabantayan ni Jake Figueroa.
Double stacks.
8 on their shot clock. Fuentes sliding to the left. Line drive. Short. De Los Reyes tracks it down.
Medyo nagiging readable na ang mga options itong Quezon Huskers. You do know that there's 2 guys that they go on their offense. It's Judel and Seth Manzano. So what Abra is doing, they're closing out on the 2. What needs to happen right now is there needs to be another guy for the Quezon Huskers to score because Fuentes and Manzano is being closed down.
Yeah. Over 2 minutes gone by in the fourth. De Los Reyes with another offensive foul. Sports Plus is the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Scan the QR code to play or visit www.sportsplus.ph. Campanal, swing pass. Open look. Cañete hits it from the corner.
Ito na hinahanap natin. They needed someone. They go cross court. It left an open corner for Iron Claw.
Just a 2-point lead. Dave Ildefonso, DJ Fenner, Jake Figueroa, Drex De Los Reyes, and Mike Ayon. The response from DI, his second triple of the ball game.
He has not been the focal point of the offense, but whenever he is needed on their offense, he is always willing to step up. 12 na yan para kay DI.
Check that third triple of the game for Dave Ildefonso. He now was a total of 12. Figueroa. Ildefonso wants to post up Cyrus Tabi. EI backing him down. One-legged shot. It will roll out.
That's the option they wanted against a smaller defender. You want a one-on-one. Medyo lumabas lang. But whenever that option is given, they need to trust him.
The Huskers beginning to be careless with the basketball.
They're forcing the inside. That's the 3rd time on that same play, that same pass, that same turnover for the Huskers.
Fenner to Jake Figueroa. De Los Reyes can't get the proper position down low. Turnover naman laban sa Abra. Coach Eric Gonzalez wants to talk things over. 6 minutes and 14 seconds left. Abra still with a lead, 74-69. This was the play earlier. Mike Cañete with a spot-on free from the right corner. Sinagot din naman sa kabila.
3-3 ang labanan natin dito. One-on-one on one side. The others was a good swing pass, but we've had a beautiful game right here in the final 6 and 14 of the ball game.
Win the game. Easy long with Sports Plus.
Get ready for the plot twist of the season. What happens when your boss falls for you but your secret is too big to reveal? Don't miss the newest Turkish drama to hit Philippine screens, Twist of Fate, weeknights at 8 on Solar Flix. It's seen live on the Sky, Solar Flix is seen on Sky Channel 16, Signal Channel 21, Cable Link Channel 33, and DDT Channel 21 in Metro Manila. Meron kaya tayong plot twist tonight?
Oo. The twist of fate. Oo. I want to shout out to our 20,000 viewers that we have on YouTube. YouTube pa lang yun. Di ko alam sa Facebook. Di ko alam sa Solar Sports at sa Top Sports kung ilan yan.
I'm assuming part of that is kung JB Bernos.
Oh yes, that's right.
And Attorney Don Kapunan. Magandang gabi po sa inyo.
Mga VIPs.
Magigiting na Ginoo. Tabi Mintes. Manzano sticking with it. Fuentes. Turns down the three-pointer. Ops for a 2. No good. Ball will stay with the Huskers.
These are good options on the side of the Huskers. Just not able to go in. But it's better movement. These are good reads of the driving lanes available. Hopefully they make one for them to be able to cut the lead.
Said Manzano. Still is scoreless. And that continues. Scoreless in the second half. Had 14 in the first 2 quarters.
Gotta credit Raven Gonzalez. They put a small to big screen inside to force a switch. Raven Gonzalez goes under. Didn't want any switch. One-on-one. Raven will win that matchup.
Fenner with a basketball. 6 on the shot clock. Nobody touching this rock on this possession aside from him, but he got bailed out. A foul against Campanal.
And they've put 3, 4, 5 defenders already on DJ Fenner. No one has been truly successful. It's the talent being brought in by DJ Fenner, reading every situation to his advantage.
DJ Fenner, 28 points. His previous career high in the MPBL was 21 against Jensen. Makes good on the first. DJ Fenner, his dad, a 9-year NFL veteran.
Yes.
As reported by Ms. Mika Amisamis. Played for the Seattle Seahawks, Oakland Raiders, and the Cincinnati Bengals. Mintes yung pangalawa, pero bola nakuha pa ni Dave. Ildefonso, the step through. Everything but the shot that time. That would have given them their biggest lead. Instead, Quezon just down by 2 possessions. Fuentes blocked from behind by Mike Ayonayon.
Too early on the shot clock of Quezon where they were tempted with that little space. But Ayonayon quick to recover to get the block.
Ildefonso recovers, puts it up, puts it in!
I'm sure when he was recovering, something that you could do is shoot around. And Dave Ildefonso has gotten more confident each and every season, getting another 3 right there.
Macaloni draws a foul on Raven Gonzalez. This was a broken play already, Coach Juanito.
Just saw a little space. Itong si David Ildefonso saw that the shot clock was dying. He needed to do something. Saw the space, trusted his gut, getting the 3.
And this is the thing about Dave. He's not afraid to be the second or third option. Manny Pay, the digital wallet built for the community. He could be just as effective playing second fiddle to a hot guy like DJ Fenner, who's been shooting the lights out tonight with 29 points.
Yung maganda dito kay Dave, he's trusting DJ Fenner. You do your thing, but when you need me, I'm here, I'll be ready.
DJ can't finish that time. Abate the rebound. Out of time left. Still a little over 4 minutes remaining in regulation. Abate swings it. Joshua Yero. 10 seconds left on their shot clock. Diego Dario against Raven Gonzalez. Puts it up for free. No good. Last touch si Joshua Yero. You see the adjustment on defense right now for Quezon, Coach Juanito.
Right now, they're really looking for... they're forcing DJ Fenner to attack right now. David Defonso has been hot in the last few minutes, pero ang hirap na eh. You don't really know who to focus on already on your defensive end.
Defonso being much more assertive. A foul against Quezon.
Now, these are the times where all of your practices is just confusing you already. You've done all the options, but right now, you don't know who to focus on because Abra is playing a terrific second half.
Table officials will sort out our game clock. We'll be right back.
White Sox steps back into the game. What kind of impact can he make? And what a steal! That way is going to even up the game. 9 in the final moments of the game. Can they make magic? White Sox wins the game!
Win the game. Easy long with Force Plus.
Bayan ay sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yung mayanig ang pagpakal. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sponsor laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na, MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao.
Still with us at the Inares Sports Center in Pasig City. Battle of two finalists. Abra reigning supreme in that series, winning their first title, while the Quezon Huskers, despite them being a two-time South Division champions, seeking their first this season. Ken Pangilinan kasama pa rin Coach Juanito Gregorio and Miss Mika Abisamis. Jake Figueroa. Basket will not count. Offensive foul called against him.
I think it was the elbow. Medyo na-excite siya. He wanted to create a lot more space. He already had a good drop step. Itong si Jake Figueroa, but wanted to create just a little more space when he called for the charge. Yeah. Want the drop? There you go, drop. Yon. Meron pang elbow.
Chicken
back of Will Macaloni.
Yero. Balik kay John Abate. Getting past David Defonso. Manzano kick out. Yero for free. Short. Manzano battling down low. He finally scores his first basket of the second half.
The effort by Seth Manzano keeping that ball alive. But for John Abate, I felt that was already a shooting range. Could have been a float. Could have went hard. But either way, it's still going to be 2 points for the Quezon Huskers.
5-point lead. Figueroa lost it. Out of bounds. Babalik ang bola sa Quezon Huskers.
Coach Young wants to mix things up. No, he's not giving it to Fender. He's not giving it to Dave. This time, it's Jake Figueroa who is given the green light na ikaw ang umatake, make DJ and Dave the last options on the offense. But right now, it's 2 straight turnovers for Jake Figueroa.
Cyrus Tabi against Mike Ayon. Gets it back from Seth Manzano. Manzano dives. Can't finish, but a follow-up from Jolo Manansala.
That's the reason why he's there, to give them those second opportunities. Dalawang back-to-back second chance points para sa Quezon Huskers.
Lead down to 3. Ayon. Last 2 minutes brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Skip pass to Jake Figueroa. 6 on the shot clock. Gonzalez and someone was caught out of position on defense.
I love a guy like Raven Gonzalez. Hasn't really gotten the opportunity, but when needed to step up, shows up and gets that float.
No Judel Fuentes on the floor right now for Quezon. Abate way off. Tabi tried to get it, but it will go back to the Abra Solid North Weavers.
We're under 2 minutes, so this is reviewable on who touched it last. A chance for the coaches to find their way. This was the last play. Seth Manzano looking to help out on the Jake Figueroa slashing. There was no help side off of the middle because they wanted to negate the shooters. Raven Gonzalez open for that float.
Extreme ang subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas. A minute and 27 left in the 4th. Abra clinging on to this 5-point lead. DJ Fenner has been magical tonight.
Watch out for Dave on the pop.
5 on the shot clock. Fenner, the runner. Ball tap. It ends up with Figueroa. Fresh 14 on their shot clock.
Abra will use clock.
Mike sees a gap. Gonzalez fouled. And he'll shoot 2 free throws.
Ang maganda dito kay Raven Gonzalez, all the eyes are on the other 4. You look at Ayon, you look at Ildefonso, Figueroa, and Fenner. You kind of forget that Raven Gonzalez is still there. And what he does is he keeps on moving either from the outside, on the roll, on the short roll. Pag nakatanggap ng bola, he goes aggressive. And earlier, he got a float. This time, he gets a foul.
Raven Gonzalez, 2 of 2 from the free throw line tonight. In and out on the first.
Leaves a little window open for the Quezon Huskers. Just a 2-possession game, the final 58 seconds.
RG, second, no good.
Free throw struggles para dito sa Abra. If they go out and lose this, something that they will be looking at.
Cyrus Tabi. Fuentes is now on the floor. Gets it. Rising up over Dave Ildefonso. Straight but short. Figueroa tracks it down and gets it to DJ Fenner.
Saktong-sakto.
What an effort by Jake.
No, that throw was hard to do. He was off balance going outside. There were 3 black shirts in the area to try and go for a steal and even probably get a layup. This was the play. This was the tap out by Seth Manzano. Kept the ball alive. Who does it go to? Right on DJ Fenner's hands.
DJ Fenner. An outstanding outing. 30 points. 10 of 19 from the field. 5 of 8 from the line. 5 of 8 from free to go along with 7 rebounds and 5 assists. Really setting the tone from the get-go in this one to make this a 3-possession ball game. He hits it. Coach Eric Gonzalez will sue for time. They are now down by 7. 37.4 seconds left in regulation.
All important timeout right now for the Quezon Huskers. You need a quick 3, hopefully in under 5 seconds to give you a chance to get a win over the Abra Weavers.
Kapag may laway nagkakaisa, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basket.
Dave Ildefonso tonight, even when he struggled in the first half, poured it on in the last 2 quarters for a total of 15 points. Samahan mo pa ng 5 rebound at 6 na assists.
He didn't force it. He knew that DJ Fenner was hot, was just ready to be the second guy, and he provided well para dito sa Abra Solid North Weavers. He has 3 threes in the ball game, was able to dish out a few good assists, at pinakamaganda dito kay Dave Ildefonso, he continues to move. That gives a lot of space for Jake Figueroa or DJ Fenner to attack that basketball, and eventually, if he is open, able to kick it out.
Just playing in his 4th game this season, Dave Ildefonso, but giving them a lift. What will Quezon do on this possession? Down by 7. Time winding down. Fuentes, no shot available. Dario creating space for 3. Off to the right, Tapi with a rebound. But just 20 seconds left. Abra in penalty. Tabi with 2 huge free throws coming up.
It was the game that Jaino Dario walks out hot against. Was it Nueva Ecija?
Yeah, it was. In
Against
Palayan
Coach Don,
City.
diba?
29 points, 9 triples, including that go-ahead 3. Tabi, 6 in the first.
They have to be careful. Quezon will surprise them with the full court pressure. I don't know if Abra is going to call a timeout, but that full court pressure of Quezon can be surprising.
Fenner just getting out of the pack.
What was the position of his dad? Parang may football ano dun sa movement niya eh, di ba? Dun sa physicality doon. Was he a running back?
Ayun.
Ito yung iwas ni DJ Fenner. This is the press. They have to cross this.
Dave. It's actually a good guy to foul.
The foul is off ball.
Pero dahil malapit eh, pwede kasi yung interpretation dyan parang nag-offer.
Yes, on
within the vicinity of the ball handler.
On that high screen, it could be a push on Seth Manzano. It's not a full off-ball foul na malayo.
It's actually a smart play from Seth. Knowing the situation. Because if that was way away from the basketball, ibang usapan yun.
There it is. The miss keeps a little hope for Quezon because even if it's a make, this is going to be a 2-possession ball game.
Abra still in the lead despite their woeful shooting from the line. But they've made up for it by turning up the defense. Pintes pareho. Door slightly open for Quezon. Tabi, hinahanap si Fuentes. Judel, 10 seconds left. Not a lot of time left. Fuentes for free, no good. Manzano the rebound. 3 seconds left, and that's gonna do it. The Abra Solid North Weavers will survive. And this game lived up to the billing, Coach Juanito.
Well, this felt like a playoff game. This is what we want. Good, elite, high-level basketball between these two. Quezon started out early, able to get the lead even at halftime. The adjustment from Abra in the third quarter that gave them that good lead. And in the fourth, palitan ang action, but Abra maintaining their ground. because of two guys, DJ Fenner and David Defonso.
And quite a terrific performance from the Seattle, Washington native. His grandfather from Makati, his grandmother from Malabon, or sorry, baliktad. Best player of the game is brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL. DJ Fenner spinning the right music tonight with a grand total of 31 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, including 5 of 8 from the three-point
I think
line.
it's really two things that's most important para dito kay DJ Fenner. It's a strong start that he had, and then that third quarter where he was able to get the lead back for Abra when he is needed the most. The star shines the brightest. DJ Fenner playing elite in this ball game. I gotta give a shout out to a few guys who helped out, Sean and David Defonso, also Jake Figueroa, and of course the heroics of Raven Gonzalez in the end game.
Let's go to Mika.
Congratulations, DJ. Welcome to the MPBL playoff experience. I'm glad you stay composed the whole time. You ended with 31 points and 16 of that in the first quarter. How are you after this game?
I feel good. I'm just happy our team stuck together through the adversity, and we were able to pull out a win.
You talked about being together. Now the team is complete, especially on the wing. It's much more loaded. How is everybody?
Everybody's good. We're just using every day in practice to get better. It's really good to see everybody wanting to get better individually and then us getting better as a team.
That's good to hear. I know that you're still getting used to this, but do you have any shout-outs?
Oh, yeah. Just shout out to my wife who's holding it down with our 3 little kids. And, of course, God.
Thank you so much and big congratulations. DJ Fenner, player of the game, is brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Ken Walid.
Maraming salamat, Mika, and job well done for Abra as they improve to 11-1. Tomorrow, we will be at the Alonte Sports Arena in Binyan, Laguna. First game between Manila and Caloocan at 4 p.m. followed by Cebu versus Bulacan, and the Ilagan Isabela Cowboys will take on the Parañaque Patriots. That's gonna do it for coverage tonight from Pasig City. On behalf of Coach Juanito Gregorio, Ms. Mika Abisamis, and our entire crew, ako po si Ken Pangilinan. Maraming salamat sa pagtangkilik at pagsubaybay sa Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino.
In 5, 4,